Good morning, everyone. My name is Leon Hill. I'm a strategic data and technology coach with Achieving the Dream. I've been in this role for 3 years. Before coming to Achieving the Dream, I worked at a predictive analytics company in Texas for 2 years, and prior to that, I was the Associate Vice President for Institutional Research and Effectiveness at Montgomery County Community College, which is located in suburban Philadelphia, for about 9 years. Sorry that I can't be with you this morning, but I hope the example I provide you this morning on how my former institution used Student Tracker in the National Student Clearinghouse data will show you how important these data are for you in your student success work, especially around understanding where your students are transferring and if they are obtaining their educational credentials at their new transfer institution. So at Montgomery County Community College, what did we want to know? Well, we knew from our own prior research that students from Montgomery County Community College consistently transferred to Temple University, either prior to obtaining their associate's degree or before graduating. What we did not know was were those students obtaining their bachelor's degree within a certain time frame? And if so, was there a significant difference between those who obtained their associate's degree versus those that did not? So why did we think this work was important in order to find out why, if they obtained their degree at Temple or not? So the line of inquiry was important because the college wanted to know, because we had actually a working theory, that students who transferred probably were obtaining their bachelor's degrees at a higher rate than those who did not obtain an associate's degree at Montgomery County Community College. However, we had no evidence to suggest that this was the case. So why did we actually use the National Student Clearinghouse Student Tracker data? Well, we knew the only way to be able to truly answer our research questions would be that we would need to acquire that data from the Student Tracker to be able to answer our research study. So we had our research questions. Now we needed the data to answer those questions. We then needed to get into the weeds, if you will, in terms of merging information from the clearinghouse to the college data, because what the college data receives are raw data files and student duplicative enrollment files from the student clearing tracker. So part of this is you have to sort of get into the weeds and sort of massage the data to get into the format where you can merge it to the student's latest enrollment at your institution. And then also the graduation file, if applicable, from the transfer institution to your student data, so it can be disaggregated by those data fields that you desire. This actually can be a heavy lift, but it's important work. So we did all that heavy lifting in the front end, but at the end, we actually were able to do the analysis. So what were some of the insights from that work? Well, once we put all those data together and massaged it so that it could be analyzed, we focused on the analysis so we can answer our research questions. The high-level summary analysis suggested the following. There was a large percentage of students, approximately 70%, who did transfer to Temple University that we studied in several annual cohorts who did in fact obtain their bachelor's degree in a timeline, which is over a 3 to 4 year time period. However, the really insightful nugget of information was that when we segmented those data by those who received an associate's degree and transferred versus those that did not receive an associate's degree but transferred, the data suggested that a large proportion of students had obtained their bachelor's degrees who had previously earned an associate's degree at Montgomery County Community College. The number and percentage was significantly greater than those that had not acquired an associate's degree from the college. So now we have this data, so what do we do with it, which is the key, right? The action piece, once you learn some of the analysis, or the insight. So now that the college had the information, the next step was to decide how to use this information for planning and student advising. The college needed to get that information out to the advisors, counselors, and faculty, but also the students. We crafted nuggets of information that were predominantly displayed in communications at the college and during registration, but also when faculty and advisors met with students who indicated their goal was to transfer. They communicated that information as well. The message was simple. If you stay and complete your associate's degree at the college, before you transfer, you'll have a higher chance of obtaining your bachelor's degree once you get to your four-year institution, especially if you plan to attend Temple University. Before I left the college, that message had seemed to resonate. Students in transfer-related programs were showing increasing levels of enrollment at the college, especially after the completion of their general education core. So in summary, for this study, we proposed a series of research questions that we thought we knew the answers to, but we didn't have the empirical evidence to support. This led to a deeper dive into thinking our data, or into linking our data with the clearinghouse data. And after the analysis, we were able to obtain or provide data-informed guidance to our students, our faculty, and staff. I hope this is a helpful example of the power of using the clearinghouse data with your work at your institution. There are a myriad of different questions that are specific to your college and to your students that you will want to explore by using these data so that you can find your own data nugget to help students be successful. Thank you for listening and thank you for your time this morning.